Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Daybreak. And in the bottom we have Daax, and in the top we have Vandelay. There you see Vandelay, and there you see Daax. Oh, brother, this is strange.
Cloud Kingdom it is. That's
oh,
right.
did I say Daybreak? Of course. I always make that mistake, man.
Not a problem. But no Blink Stalkers for you this game.
Too bad. I want Reapers.
Yes, they can also move across cliffs quite nicely. But let's see here. We have a Vandelay, and yeah, it's 2-3. What would you do in this position? We've seen quite a lot of standard builds, macro builds from both players, except of course the very nice double 11 barracks for Vandelay. That was really the only break we saw from that. And well, pull on 15. No, this will be a scout, and look at the positioning there of the rally point. So the drone there will definitely go and take the expansion.
Yes, and Wigge, I hope you are listening, because you have got some hotkeys to follow units consistently. So you don't have to use the drag scroll of your mouse. Yes, that's a very nice hatchery we see right here.
Wait a minute, we also see a double Rex play. The one Rex in the base, the second being built over there, but spawning pool down now. Yeah, I mean the two Rex, if it gets unscouted, that is
he's going to do some damage, because the spawning pool was quite late.
Yeah, spawning pool is late, bunkers already constructing, and I don't think actually that Daax sees it. I will
he did not see
yeah,
it.
he does. Because the drones are already there and trying to nibble away at it, and that actually prompts Vandelay to just abandon it for just now, until of course the Marines are ready to start defending that. But will he get down the bunker? Actually, another bunker going down as well.
Yes, and the 2 Rex pressure from a Terran player towards a Zerg is quite hard to deal with. Oh man, another bunker goes up right there.
Another bunker, but I do like that Daax only pulled 3 drones so far. That really gives him some opportunity to build up. But now the extra drones are being pulled because he really doesn't want the bunker to finish, but it does.
Oh, brother.
And that's a problem. And we will see the same thing happen as we saw in game number 2. That cost Daax so greatly in economy, but well, the Spire, the Spine Crawler is up, but it gets so low health and actually will be shot down. 2 bunkers ready. Oh, does he? He does save 1 HP left. Look at that.
Oh man, and speaking of which, he's also supply blocked right now, but he did make 10 links, and maybe that's enough to defend from this angle, but it's already a bad start for Daax right here. And I hope he's going to, he will be able to cut off the reinforcements, because more units are streaming in, and oh man, he's, you know, the sky is already getting darker and darker for Daax right here. But actually we see that Vandelay thinks he did already enough damage, or has been annoyed enough.
Yeah, he's a bunker up, and it really doesn't matter if he has 2 more Marines here, so he retreats the barracks that was out there and was vulnerable position, and is building an expansion, building his own defensive bunker there. And I think soon we may see Daax trying to cut out, to bust out.
Oh wow, look at that. This range is well chosen for Daax. Well done. Yes, and we see of course the orbital command coming up for Vandelay. He's working on his expansion, and we see this harassment is practically over.
Well, is it though? Because the Marines might be moving up into the main.
Oh,
They
no.
do will target down the Queen, and will they get it? No. First, some Zerglings are going down, but the Queen will fall. No, actually,
No,
it gets
oh,
saved. That is nice. That's very nice for Daax right there. But
Well, this was quite a tough attack to defend because Daax shows that he needs everything right there to defend. And the units are now streaming some units towards the base of Vandelay.
third going down for Daax. I like that play, but he's moving down some Zerglings right there. But they see that the bunker is down, so they can't move in to do any damage.
Yes, and oh, the units lost damage almost equal.
Yeah, that's actually quite good. Of course, Vandelay didn't do nearly as much damage as he did in the last game, because, well, or not in the last game, in the second game when he also went for a double Rex play, he got the hatchery down and killed a lot more.
And incoming some links there at the natural? No, it isn't.
Just a poke, just to see what's gear, scouting the front, making also sure that that third can go up uncontested.
Yes, and this Overlord hanging quite nice above the high ground.
Notice the double barracks play, because Vandelay is probably thinking, well, he might go Banelings, but nothing of the sort, because Druidz has thrown down a Roach Warren, taking in third and fourth Gas Geyser as well, and yeah, that's actually quite nice. I haven't seen him go Roach that much yet. And it might actually be a nice change from what we saw in the previous games. Of course, Vandelay really preferring his bio play over his mech play, it seems. So he is getting the stim, getting the upgrades as well, but 9 roaches and a baling nest going down as well.
Yes, and these roaches are quite a nice pick from Daax right here. Because they're quite beefy units, especially versus a bio army, and they counter Marines quite well.
Yeah, not only that, but they're quite beefy units as well, other than the Zerglings, of course, and they are ranged, so they can pick off maybe some buildings there at the front. Let's see. Oh, our observer is lagging.
Okay, if he drops out, I will be the one to observe, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But we do see now the Zerg army approaching the natural. The Roach right there, I'm not sure. Wigga says, it's cool, I got this.
Okay.
Very nice.
A Baling burst right here, let's see what he's going to get.
Wow, bust with Banelings, that's what he's going to get.
By the way.
But it did cost him all his links, all his Banelings to bust that, and these Roaches alone are not nearly enough to take down this Marine force, and they do get in for the kill, and that's exactly what happens. Unit lost tab. Yeah, that's not what Daax wanted. Only 4 workers killed, and meanwhile, though, he is throwing down his infestation pit, but he feels obliged to build 32 links at the same time, replenishing the army that he lost. He will likely add a couple of banelings as well, just to be safe. But that's just, you know, he attacked Vandelay. It was a nice idea. It was. I guess it was also nicely carried out, but Vandelay is just not phased at all, man. He just took it and had so many Marines there to clean up everything that came through.
Yes, 33 Marines to be exact. And in drone count here, in worker count here, are quite even.
It's actually, yeah, it's 60-54. The 13-minute mark. That's quite okay. Burrow coming down, and look at the Ling walk. They are going around. They want to attack the third, and that's what they do. But already a bunker there. No Marines in it though. Now they are put into the barracks, and the Marines stim there and are going after the base. Well, but there are banelings and there's a spine crawler there as well.
Ooh, let's see if these Bailings are coming in. No, they're not. Daax is not paying attention quite yet. Oh, a bad trade right there for those Bailings.
Yeah, that wasn't the best reaction that you could hope for, and the Queen is coming down, and some drones already are getting targeted. And look at the positioning of these Marines. Now they stay because there's a Bailing there. Can they target it? They do.
Yes, he did.
Very nice.
He does. Oh, this is quite a heavy attack from Daax.
From Vandelay, rather.
Sorry,
But yeah, completely, man. I mean, I think even they might take this base if they are fast and if they target it. But I like that as well. Going for the targets that you're sure you're going to be able to get all the drones that you can, and now going for the main as well. And Daax needs to split its units or.
Yes, and he's dropping the main base right now and being out of position again. But I think these Lings are quite going to do it. But he can do a lot of tease work here with his dropships and his Marines.
He's now moving. I guess he's moving behind and then over to the third. But there's actually already some Marines down there. And will they target the Queen? No, they don't. But the drop already landing again, and Daax is really being torn apart in this game. His multitasking just isn't up to it. The Queen goes down to a couple of Marines, while the drop in the main gets cleaned up. But
29 roaches already killed.
29 workers, yes.
Look at the unit lost step, man. Wow, what a difference we have there.
Oh, that tells the entire story. And I mean, this is a bio army, right? Not a mech army that's supposedly efficient against this unit composition. These are the bio units, the even trade units, and look at this. Very, very nice. Infestors are coming out now, and yeah, that is nice. That can mean that Daax can hold off any more drop plays just a little bit better, but now taking an expansion there as well. But this attack is actually quite strong on the third.
Yes, but I think Vandelay is, you know, every time he decides to use a nice angle, he's retreating with his Marines behind the mineral line. His position is really good with those Marines. He's using dropships. He uses everything he can. He's attacking in multiple directions and stuff like this. Yeah, look at this again. Can he get a fungal? Oh, no, he doesn't. Too bad. But it's quite well managed, and it's also quite hard to manage, and I think Vandelay does that very, very well.
Yeah. Actually, the one thing that is a little bit weird, that he doesn't have the siege yet. There was an army there with that, or tank with that army. Now a drop in the main, and the nice fungal, but all the infestors are targeted. GG. Daax cannot handle it anymore. He needs to tap out, and that was just incredibly strong play from Vandelay.
Well, so it's like 2-4, right?
Yep, it's 4-2 in favor of Vandelay.
Yes. So Vandelay is one game ahead.
One game away from taking the series. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're gonna watch the last map.
Okay, just post on a video because I want a quick break right now.
All right, we will take one.